Love this song. Two Door Cinema Club. That is called Talk. I really like that band.
Yeah, it's great.
They've been around for ages, and literally the last couple of years, I've suddenly gone, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that, and now I'm like, I like that band.
Yeah.
A lot. That is the new song from Two Door Cinema Club, Talk, and it was a former Radio X record of the week. Our record of the week this week is Jade Bird, by the way. And Jade Bird's debut album is out. Get it. Get it. We've been playing all the songs every time she has a single out. We play it, so get it. Right. We're going live on Facebook. We're going live on YouTube. We're going live on Twitter. The Chris Moyle Show on Radio X is our Facebook page. The Chris Moyle Show on Radio X. You've also got Radio X on Twitter, Radio X on YouTube. Very excited to meet Mr. Phil Daniels. I've no idea what it is like. Let's bring the man himself in.
There he is.
Here he comes. Look at this. Come on in. Take a seat, Phil.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Really lovely to meet you. Look at that smiley face you've got. Are you a morning person, Phil?
I am, yes.
Are you?
Yes.
That's quite unusual. For a lot of actors, I like, not really.
No, about 6:15, I wake
really?
up, sort of get up. That's when I sort of learn my lines and do stuff like that. Early morning, it seems to sink in a bit better.
Well, it's nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet, yeah, nice and easy.
How are you with lines, with learning lines?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I like to learn quite a few of them beforehand, you know.
Right.
Where in the old days I could learn them just on the job. But
Have you ever done any acting where you've had certain things written down during a scene?
I once, for someone else once, I had a stick-it note on my head for his lines because he couldn't remember them. But yeah, often, you know, sometimes if you've got to read something, you know, read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a great story of a very, very, very famous actor who's in a series of movies, right? Big, successful action, blockbustery things. And it was like the fourth or fifth one. And he was absolutely, obviously, just doing it for the money. And somebody who worked on the film said to me, we did a scene the other day. Wherever he looked, he literally had dialogue written off camera. So he'd turn to the left and go, I don't know what to do, because that would be written on the left. And he'd look to the right, he'd have the next line. And I'm like, really? And they went, yeah. He does it very well.
Yeah.
But he literally was all but phoning it in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do that. I think, you know, the American big movies now, they don't really learn their lines till the close-ups.
Right.
They won't get them right on a wide shot. So you've got to go in close to get to see what, you know.
See, that would be my nightmare. I think, like any good skill with acting, if you do it brilliantly, acting is done well. You forget that they're acting. You don't see the skill because you totally buy into the character, who they are, what they're saying. And so sometimes I think you can watch something and go, oh, I love that. That was great. And you don't actually fully appreciate, you know, like being drunk. I love watching actors who are being drunk because it's difficult to pretend to be drunk.
Yeah, but they're pretty used to it, actors, aren't they?
Well, some are, yeah, until the day that they're not. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've never met you before. I've been watching you for most of my life, and it's good to see you here in front of me. Okay. I know your voice. I know your movies, that lovely little smile that you've got, which we don't always see in your roles, but we do, you know. There it is. Look at it. So now, I've got loads of things to ask you.
Okay.
Lots of things. I would love to ask you about lots of things, but let's get this, talk about why you got up to come and see us today. You are one of the leads in The Happy Prince.
Yes.
Which is a new musical.
That's right.
Have you done a musical before?
I have done musicals before, yeah.
Right.
I have been, I did Les Mis in the West End for a year.
Did you? I never
played
knew that.
Thénardier, yeah, for a year in the West End. I've done Carousel, the musical, at the National. I've done quite a few musicals in my time, yeah.
Do you like a musical?
I do like a musical. You know, I like all sorts of things, really, and I'm a bit of a sucker for a musical,
Right.
really. Yeah.
Is it? It's obviously different. You know, you're doing the TV. Filming TV is different to filming a movie, which is different to doing theatre every single night. Everything is exactly the same, and then a musical is different again. On top of that, what would attract you to a role like this?
Well, this one, The Happy Prince, is because it's a children's story by Oscar Wilde, he wrote for his children about, I know, a swallow that's off to Egypt and sits on a statue of a prince who's
Right.
looking over a city that's corrupt, and they form a relationship. And I played the mayor of the city, who's a bit of the rotter, but it's quite good fun. Me and Janie D, who plays Mrs. Bentley,
Right.
sort of go round singing silly songs, and so it's great fun.
And how long this is running for? It's at the Palace Theatre.
We're only doing it for 3 nights.
Yeah.
It's a showcase. It's at the Place Theatre.
Sorry.
Which is a dance theatre, because there's a lot of ballet in it as well.
Wow.
We've got.
Do you take part in the ballet? Do you, Phil?
No, I do a little bit of dancing, but not any of the ballet.
How is your pirouette?
Very good.
I have heard.
Yeah.
I have heard. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to tell everyone how good it is.
I can spin. Don't worry about that.
They always say that. don't they?
So it's 3 nights,
Yes.
and so what? It's like just a little showcase.
It's a showcase, but it's a full show. You know, it's about an hour and 20 minutes long. We've got Sam Archer as the prince and Sophie Hurdley as the swallow, and they're ballet dancers from Matthew Bourne's company. So it's kind of a real mix of different kind of things going on.
So is there a chance that this could then go on? And
Yeah, I think
do
that's
more?
what they'd like. They'd like it to
Yeah.
have
'Cause
a
it's a lot-
further life. It's a tough business, isn't it?
And
you
it's
know?
a lot of work to get anything on stage. It takes a lot of work and money. So for the 3 nights, you want everyone to go and see it so that you get to do it again. And a
That's
proper
right. I
long
mean,
run.
and it's 4 weeks rehearsal for 3 nights, so it's hard work.
Yeah.
And it's and despite the fact that it's for adults and children. Despite
It is
the fact it's a
indeed,
children's
yeah.
Story. All right. Well, everybody needs to go and see it. This is happening. So it's happening. What, May 3rd? It will start.
That's it. The 3rd and 4th of May.
There
So there's 2 shows on the 4th and 1 on the 3rd.
There you go. Okay, at the Place. Tickets are on sale now from theplace.org. That's easy to remember. There you go.
Place.org.
That's in King's Cross in London, right?
It is by the old big church up there.
Okay, all right. So everyone go and see that. I know, yeah. I didn't know you'd done Les Mis and stuff like that. I'm ashamed of my research.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a West End Wendy, really.
Oh, look at you.
I think your research might be a bit wrong. Yeah, I think you might think I'm someone that I'm not.
You're the magician, right? Phil Daniels.
that's right.
Debbie McGee and all that. Yeah,
So,
that's right.
No, I got a letter once saying, I did get a letter saying, yeah, my husband, Bunny, and I have been following your career all our lives, and we think you're the best magician on the telly.
Please tell me you wrote back. You should have kept that.
I just wondered if Paul Daniels got one.
Yeah.
They go, I loved you in Scum, Paul.
Yeah.
He's like that. Really? Okay, all right, great. So how did you get into acting? So you're an Islington boy,
Yeah, King's Cross boy.
King's Cross boy. What was it about acting that just made you as a boy go, this is for me?
Well, I met a lady called Anna Scher who was an ex-teacher, taught English, who started doing drama
Right.
in the local schools in King's Cross in the school holidays.
Okay.
Something to do.
Yeah.
And my mate's sister went along. We all went to the back to take the mickey, really. And she got us involved. And I really enjoyed doing it. You know, I never really thought about it before.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing it. And
You'd be what age at this point?
12,
Okay.
13.
All right.
And she had in the middle of a block of flats in Islington. They rented that out, and they did lessons up there. So in Essex Road, so I went up there and started going twice a week to bob a lesson.
And your mates, would your mates be like, "What you want to be doing?"
It was a little bit like that. They
Yeah.
never carried on doing it, but I did.
Yeah.
But I was always in, playing the guitar, and that's what I kind of wanted to do.
You wanted to be a rock star?
Well, sort of, I just wanted to sort of do that sort of thing.
Do you still play?
I still do, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Well, hang on. We've got a guitar around here somewhere. Maybe we can
do.
have a sing-song at the end of the interview if it all goes well.
One in the building.
And then your first, what was the first job? The first job that you got? Because you got jobs early, didn't you?
I did. I got a job pretty soon after, but the first job I think I did was I was in the opera Falstaff as a little gnome that was jumping all over Falstaff's back for the BBC. And I remember being paid £16 for it.
I don't think much has changed at the BBC, Phil.
You're doing all right, though. But
Now I'm not there anymore. Commercial radio.
oh,
Where's
yeah.
the dollar?
Are we not at the BBC?
Not now. And then, when you get, so what jobs do you go for? What are the roles now that intrigue you? That because you must get some script. I'd be fascinated to see the stuff that you get sent for people going, you'd be good for this, and you go, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know really. I've done a couple of gangster movies, but I kind of don't really. That's not really my cup of tea.
Right.
I kind of like the theatre.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done in the last few years, mainly. I worked at the Bridge Theatre with Jim Broadbent in a play called A Very, 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 Very Dark Matter, Martin McDonagh play. And I played Charles Dickens in that, which was fun. A bit of a mad comedy. Anything that's clever and interesting, that's what, I'm into, really.
Like a little bit of a challenge.
I do, and I like things that are different, like this Happy Prince is different, because it's quite a mixture of different things. And I like that. And the music by Hal Cazalet is really, weird and interesting. So it's not just straight down the line musical, big ditties,
Great, I love that. Well, as I say, theplace.org is where you can get your tickets from. Everyone go and see it. So what would that be? I've not been there, I don't think. Is it?
It's a dance. It's primarily a dance theatre. I remember it because I'm from King's Cross from my youth.
Yeah.
Seeing dancers walking in and out the place when us lads were just hanging about, really.
Well, go and see. See, the thing with these kind of things is go and see it, because then if it becomes a thing and then runs and runs, you can have that thing of going, I saw that ages
I was there at
ago.
the beginning.
I was
Yeah,
right
exactly.
there at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I would imagine it'd be probably cheaper now to then go see it before it gets bigger.
I imagine.
That's right.
That's what you want to do.
That's right.
We just did our... it's amazing timing that you're here, because you were the voice of the Radio X Best of British campaign that just concluded on Bank Holiday Monday.
Oh, right.
You were the Best of British.
Who won?
Well, I've got the top 10 here.
Oh, right.
All right. Because I thought you'd be interested in knowing. So when we did the Radio X Best of British, I don't know if we actually said on the air that it was you, but we had you. Where's Best of British? Here he is. So this is you.
The Best of British.
Another contender for this year's top honours.
Radio X.
There you go. That's you, being Mr. Radio DJ man.
Yeah.
So number 10 was Rolling Stones' Gimme Shelter. Oh, you make a face.
Sorry.
You don't like that tune?
Yeah, it's a good tune.
Are you more of a Beatles than a Stones person? Is that what it is? Oh, okay. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here.
Yeah,
Arctic Monkeys, I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor.
good song.
And then there's a lot of Oasis. Oasis Champagne Supernova at 7. Don't Look Back in Anger at 6. Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve at 5, which is a tune.
Yeah.
Oasis Slide Away at 4. Then the top 3. You're not loving this list, are you? Stone Roses, I Am the Resurrection.
Oh.
There you go.
That's good.
That's Phil's comment. I don't know how they're going to write that in a quote. Live Forever by Oasis at 2. And number 1 was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. What? You don't love a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, well,
It's a masterpiece of music.
it's just sort of a mishmash of a bit of classical and a
It's-
sort of sing-along, isn't
It's
it?
great. It's everything. Yeah, it's everything you could ever want from
Well,
a bizarre 5-minute
Lucky I
track.
didn't vote.
What would have been your top 3, Phil?
Park Life won. I don't know.
What are you into? What music are you into?
Oh, I don't. Anything, really.
Let me put you on the spot. First record you ever bought?
Lola.
By the Kinks.
Yeah.
What a band.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to see them live?
No, I've never seen the Kinks live.
No. I mean, what a powerhouse. And just so many good tracks.
Yeah.
Not even like just the singles, but some great albums from the Kinks. First gig you ever went to see?
That's hard to say, but I remember I saw Bruce Springsteen
Right.
very early on when
Really?
he played Hammersmith Odeon.
Oh, wow.
I've seen, the Stranglers and all sorts.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, let's talk about Parklife.
Uh-huh.
It's 25 years
Apparently so.
this week.
Yes.
It was like literally the day before
Yesterday.
yesterday. 25 years.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
I know you've probably been asked this a million times, but I'd love to ask you while you're here the story of you being involved in Parklife, because actually you talk about Bohemian Rhapsody. Everyone knows Bohemian Rhapsody now. You know every little break of that song, but the first time you hear it, it's a crazy bit of music. Parklife by Blur is a crazy song. It's actually a really unusual song. We know it now. We know every break, every bit that you say. We know every little drum bit and guitar riff. But it's actually a very unusual track. But it's great. So what was the sell? How did that come about for you?
Well, I used to play football for NME,
Right.
New Musical Express, or Melody. It might be Melody Maker at the time.
Right.
And there was Steve Sutherland was the editor and
Right.
the manager. And he said some young band are interested in you singing this song. And I said, I haven't really heard of them.
Right.
But then I got in contact with Damon and we had a chat. And then he sent me a tape. And then I went into the studio, took about, 40 minutes.
Right.
Did it, and that was it. And I thought little of it, really.
When you heard the tape, so I guess that would have been like Damon doing your bits on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And can you remember what you thought at the time?
I thought, this is pretty good.
Right.
This might be fun.
Did you go, oh, I'll go and check out anything other stuff that they do?
Yeah, and I thought they were good. You know, I enjoyed it. I thought, wow,
So you go and you do it just for a bit of a laugh.
bit of a laugh. You know, I don't know they're gonna be a big band or it's gonna all take off, do I? You know, I think this is a nice little job.
Did they pay you?
They've paid me.
Did you remember what you got for doing it originally?
No, I think what I did was decided to take a cut.
No, you didn't.
Instead of taking
Money up front.
money up front.
Did
You clever man.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been. We could have never been talking about this ever again. You could have been going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
You're not a billionaire. They've given you like 0.5%
Don't get me wrong.
of royalties from the Ipswich area. Oh, but that was a move, though. Instead of getting like, I don't know, a couple £100 go in and do it, it's 40 minutes work, why not? Just, you know what, just give me a little piece of it or something. It's such an iconic tune. It's such an iconic song.
Yeah, and I've been all over, the world doing it. Because Damon always said, look, you do it when you like. I'll tell you when I'm going to an interesting country and you can come along if you want.
Love that.
So I've been to Japan, South America, America,
Beautiful.
all over the place.
Because that's a gig, isn't it? So you fly out, you get there, you walk out, 3.5 minutes on stage, off you pop, jobs are good.
Jobs are good and sit behind the drum kit, watch the band play.
And they're a great band as well.
Sometimes join in with song 2, so it's great.
Mate, it's such a great track. It really is. Again, I could talk to you for hours. I really could, Phil. But we got to wrap it up. You got to go. We haven't even got to talk about Chelsea. How's the season going for you? Yeah, all right. A bit like Oasis on that front.
Yeah, no, of course I like Oasis. And good luck to them.
Go and see it. Go and see The Happy Prince. It's on for 3 shows, 2 days in May at the Place in London. Why not go on the website, buy some tickets, do it now, have a little trip to London, see it. Even if you go, it's not really my cup of tea, Chris, a musical. Broaden your mind. Go and what? If Phil says this is good, then go and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, come and watch me sing I'm the Mayor of the City.
Whoa, hey? There you go. What's the first line?
Here I am, a self-made man.
Oh, look at
Very
that. And you do it in a big posh voice, obviously.
Sometimes.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Really,
too.
really lovely to meet you. I hope it goes well, and then it goes off to be a huge rip-roaring success. Thank you for coming in. Everybody go and see The Happy Prince. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Daniel.
The Chris Moyle Show.
With KFC's new original Kentucky Mayo Twister Wrap. It's finger-licking twisted.
When your business is in flow, things get done, new contracts won, smiles all round, everything's sound. Hands on deck, your best year yet. And then an unmissable opportunity comes up. A real no-brainer. iWalker Online, loaning time. People hired, feel inspired.
Whatever your business, our finance can keep things flowing. We are iWalker. Search it how you say it. iWalker, helping business flow.
15% off Direct Line Business Insurance. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds good to your accountant too, because now you're accountable for a new client who's counting on you to deliver. Hire new help. Hire more help. Get a new office. Treat the team to a round.